The new Whirlpool W collection with Sixth Sense technology that fully guides you to achieve perfect results. Whirlpool, sensing the difference.
And you're welcome back. Yesterday, we were playing the piano off the table, and we're doing it again today. Yesterday, we were discussing weird food combinations, and you and I agreed that chocolate and avocado should never go together. However, Anna...
Anna said she'd go for it, yeah, but our pal Krissy Gibson from Take the Cake was watching and joins us now to change our minds. Good morning, Krissy.
I certainly did, and I certainly will.
Chocolate
Oh.
I love it when Simon challenges me.
Yeah, it's a challenge.
Because I always win.
I can
Yeah, you
see.
do.
So
Listen, I'm not denying I'm going to eat every bit of this.
Okay.
100%.
You are, and you're going to love it. This is
So.
crazy good. And my son Kian's friend Mikey is a vegan, and he says it's the best vegan dessert he's ever had.
Wow, okay.
So let's start with that.
Well, it's
Put
good
it to
enough
the
for him.
test.
It's good enough for
You
us.
start with 2 avocados. Now, I don't know about you, but avocados can be tricky, especially since Brexit, I've found. I haven't had the easiest time finding them this week.
Really?
Sometimes they're hard as rocks, they're bright green, and I need them that night. And so, have you ever used frozen avocados?
Never. I've never used an avocado for anything in my life.
Have you not?
Apart from I've used it
Really?
as a tennis match.
No.
Well, when I started seeing frozen avocados on the market, I thought, well, that's kind of gross.
Okay.
You can use them for this. They are actually gorgeous.
Oh.
They're fresh frozen, and they're frozen perfectly fresh. So if you ever have that problem where you want to make guacamole, getting avocados frozen and then thawing them is a perfect
And do they
thing.
come skin on?
No,
Or
they're
Ready
they're
to go.
peeled. They're either avocado halves or slices. Today we're using fresh avocados,
Okay.
but I'm just saying, if you have a hard time finding
That's a good
avocados because
option.
of Brexit, yeah.
Well done.
Now, the second ingredient we're going to use is coconut cream. So let's just talk about that for a minute, because a good product to use is this. However, you know how sometimes you'll open the can and it'll be all liquidy with a bunch of solids at the top? Okay, that's actually good. We don't want the liquid. We want the solids, okay? We want the fat.
Okay.
Okay, so we're taking the coconut cream.
That's the goal.
Yeah, that's what it's like we're separating the curds and the whey in the yogurt, right? So you can even just pour out your liquid, and it's not even going to.
So that's a tin of coconut milk.
Or you can use coconut cream, not to be confused with the other coconut cream. There are 2 kinds. One is kind of grainy. It has the pieces of coconut in it. We don't want that. This dessert is smooth and silky.
Yeah.
So
Like you, Krissy.
So see. so we're gonna add. We've got 2 avocados in here. We're adding 165 grams of melted dark chocolate. Now this is vegan chocolate. If you go with 80% dark solids, you'll be grand.
Okay.
Any vegan who's watching will know exactly what chocolate they want to use.
Okay, but most of them, when you see the 70, that's not enough. The 70%.
72 is, I think, the lowest you want to go. But like I said, if you're vegan and if you're strict, as
know.
I'm talking right now, you know exactly what chocolate you want to use.
Yeah.
This is a vegan dessert. We're not adding any cream. We're not adding any dairy. We're not even adding sugar.
Okay.
So this is completely guilt-free. I'm really
Okay.
doing you a solid today, because
Yes, you are.
you're gonna love this.
Yes,
I
you are.
promise. Now, we're doing our coconut now. We've got 160 grams of it, okay? And remember, you don't want the liquidy part, you want the fatty part.
Make sure you get
okay?
rid of it. Do you
And
have a preference whether it's the cream or the milk?
I do not. Sometimes in the summer, I find that if I've got a can of coconut milk, it's too warm for it to really separate. I open the can and it's all liquidy. I put that in the fridge for a few minutes. It'll separate the fat
There
from
are
the...
great little sachets of coconut cream that you can get
So,
that you just thaw out in some warm water in the packets.
so you're talking about the green box with the plastic packet inside.
Yeah.
That's exactly the wrong thing.
Oh, really? Why?
Yeah.
That's what
Because it
I
has-
would use in the korma now if it looked for coconut
Sure,
cream.
but you don't mind having the little pieces of
Oh,
coconut
there's grain in that.
You don't want the grain.
Ah, I get
We're
you,
going
okay.
for smooth and silky, right, Aidan?
Okay, yeah.
So now we've got our
That's me
chocolate.
told.
We've got, actually, I should have done something before I added those ingredients. Something that you can do, you don't have to do, but something you can do before you get going with your other ingredients. I should have tested the electricity here.
Well, our lights are on, but
I don't
but
have
nobody's
electricity.
home.
If somebody could, that's my fault. I should have tested the electricity. If somebody could just maybe switch
We
it
have
on
our
for me.
top technical people are currently on us.
So if you want, before you add the other ingredients, give your avocado just a blitz in the food processor
Soften it up.
because you really are going for smooth here. Okay, you want this to be you don't want any chunks of avocado. You don't want any chunks of coconut cream. All right. So we're going to add just a few more ingredients now before we get going. There's 6 ingredients altogether. This is easy as pie. All right. This is 15 grams of cocoa. Unsweetened, okay, another vegan ingredient.
Okay.
And then we've got 10 mils of vanilla extract. You can also use vanilla bean paste. If you do, you might not need quite as much. And then maple syrup, 60 mils, okay? Like I said, we're not doing sugar in this recipe. You can also use, if you're not keen on maple syrup or if you can't find it, you can use agave nectar.
Okay, we have Wort Wonders. Press the button.
Someone
Let's-
put money in the meter.
Okay.
Everybody cross your hands.
You can use
cross
maple
your fingers.
syrup or agave nectar.
Yes.
And you might even be able to use honey. If you do use
gonna ask,
honey,
yeah.
don't use don't use as much.
Okay.
Honey's a little bit sweeter,
Yeah.
don't you think?
Yeah, and you don't want
so,
sugar up.
shall we give it a try?
3, 2,
Woohoo!
well, okay, fine.
Okay. Oppa!
Magic, magic.
So, we're blitzing this all together. Just remember what I said. If you want to blitz your avocado before you add all the rest, that's a good idea because this can't be too smooth.
Okay.
All right?
If you do the frozen avocados, I'm intrigued by those and I'm going to go looking for them. Do you put them in frozen?
No.
No, you do. No.
So just leave it out, leave it in your fridge overnight, or just
Okay.
leave them out on the counter
Silly
for a couple of hours.
question.
I'm telling you, the first time I saw those, I thought it was such a gross idea. They're fantastic.
Good.
Now, I wouldn't go eating them in a sambo, but I would use them for guacamole, and I would certainly use them for this. Today we're using fresh, but if you can't find fresh because of Brexit, just go ahead and don't be afraid of the frozen because
I love the way
those-
you whispered when you said Brexit.
The thing.
like cans.
Yeah, it's Brexit. Okay, so it's all smooth. Are we
So
smooth?
I'm going to give it one more whiz, and then guys, I've given you each one of them there.
Shall we?
Your fingers are getting twitchy. Well, this is very
That's it.
daintily served.
I know.
that's it.
It's very pretty.
I know. It's very posh, isn't
So
it?
that's it, done.
That's it. We're done. And then you want to chill this, okay? My suggestion is that you chill it overnight, okay? If you don't have time to chill it overnight, at the very least, chill it for, say, 2 hours, okay?
Okay,
You
yeah,
can
it's
put
nice
them
and set.
You can put them in little bowls the way I did, or you can put them in a big bowl like this.
Okay.
So, Simon, what's the verdict?
I'm having a moment, Krissy.
Isn't that beautiful?
Absolutely
Is
gorgeous.
that not
It
beautiful?
gets better as it goes on.
Yeah.
Who needs
Wow.
fattening chocolate when you've got this?
Okay. That is stunning. It's so smooth. The avocado is absolutely there.
And
Yeah,
avocado
Mr.
is hugely
No avocado.
nutritious.
What do you think?
Oh, it's absolutely there, but I mean, it's just...
Do you think you can taste the avocado?
I think so. It's chocolate heaven. I think it's chocolate heaven.
The best vegan desserts I've ever had have avocado as a base or nuts or sweet potato because those are really substantial, you know? But the avocado, the fat in the avocado with the coconut cream, get the coconut cream right. Make sure you have the right one.
It gives you that lovely, rich texture.
Yeah,
Not
it
too
does.
rich at
Isn't
all.
it beautiful?
No, it's absolutely
That's
gorgeous,
beautiful,
Krissy.
Krissy, great job as usual. Thank you very much,
I'm so
darling.
glad you like it.
Gorgeous.
You've convinced them. You've turned them. Thanks,
Full
Krissy.
recipe details are, of course, up on our website, or as ever, check out takethecake.ie for more of Krissy's recipes and stockists.
Now, strap on your skates. We are previewing tonight's first episode of Dancing on Ice in just a few minutes.
The new Whirlpool W collection with Sixth Sense technology that fully guides you to achieve perfect results. Whirlpool, sensing the difference.